What's up, heroes? This week we are continuing our series on productivity through time management. How do you be more effective with your time? How do you be more efficient with your time, more focused so you get more stuff done and feel better about it? And so we've been talking about how to use your calendar, more specifically the Zero Calendar, to help you get things and get more stuff done. And when you think about productivity, most people think of it in the terms of the tacticalities of it, getting stuff done, checking boxes off, and more specifically to your work related items. And that's exactly true. It is great for that. But today I'm going to show you something powerful, and there's an unintended benefit of the Zero Calendar that I think is going to bring a little bit more excitement to the whole tacticalities of trying to just get stuff done. So I'm excited for what I'm going to show you today. Is the way to really level up your Zero Calendar. And so first I want to ask you a couple of questions. Do you ever feel like you just don't have enough time for yourself? As achievers, it's easy to, we go so hard after, our goals and, trying to excel for work and family, but sometimes you feel like you put yourself on the back burner? Everything else tends to come before you, family, work, tasks, projects, and at the end of the day, you really have nothing left in the tank for yourself. Do you ever get stressed just looking at your calendar? I mean, one of the most common things I hear is like, I put all this stuff on my calendar and it's just overwhelming. It just feels heavy. It just feels monotonous. It just, it just feels robotic. Like, you ever get stressed looking at all the stuff you have to get done in a day? Do you ever find that you fight through your day? Like, you get it all done, but boy, it was a fight. It was a fight to the finish. You didn't feel like doing it. You didn't like doing it. You didn't enjoy it. It wasn't nothing fun about it. You just gritted your teeth and you bared through it, and you made it through the day. You produced everything you had to produce. You provided everything you had to provide. You showed up for everyone that you needed to show up for, but you had to fight through it. Do you ever feel like that? Now, for us, this is common. It's and you may not even realize it. But this is, when we're carrying around this, when we're carrying such a heavy load, a lot of times we're also carrying negative energy with us. And so, we may get stuff done, but we're not doing it in a way where we're bringing light. Like we have a kind of a cloud over us. And to be honest, this is kind of one of the things that prevents people from getting where they're trying to go, getting opportunities, is because they're doing it kind of with a negative energy. You ever been around people that have negative energy? Like, they always complained, they always worried, they just kind of had this, they call it the resting bitch face. Like, you ever been around people that you just like, I just don't like that. I just don't like them. Like, they walked in the room and something changed, something shifted. In fact, the most successful people in the world, they found, are the most joyful people in the world. The people that are excited, enthusiastic. I'm sure you've been around someone that's like just always happy. Like, gosh, Jill is just jumping through the roof. Like, I kind of like Jill. Joyful, happy, excited people tend to get more opportunities, tend to get more success. They tend to surround themselves with more positive energy people. And they tend to have, better outcomes and results in their life. So productivity is not just about getting through it. It's how do you get through it in a joyful way where you're still bringing light, you're still bringing positive energy, you're still bringing the pain and thunder, and people want to be around you, people want to support you, people want to surround you with support. How do you do it in a way where you're just still hungry and excited and everyone feels the energy from you? That's the beauty. That's the best. The best part about productivity is not just about fighting your way through it. And so today I'm going to show you how I use my Zero Calendar to do it, and I do it by what I called scheduling the joy. Now, what exactly is joy? So joy is happiness, excitement, enthusiasm. Enthusiastic people, you want to be around enthusiastic people. Joy is your own internal flame. Think of it that way. It's your motivation. It's your excitement level. It's your lust for life. That's joy. And so what I'll show you is, Zero Calendar is great for everything else, but I want to show you how to use your Zero Calendar to schedule the joy. Now, how do you spark your own internal joy? How do you spark your own internal flame? Well, it's one word: anticipation. Anticipation is the excitement for something that's to come. The anticipation is looking forward to something that you're going to do later. That's what anticipation is. It's that, you ever have that? It's that, I call it the I can't wait syndrome. You ever been like, ooh, I can't wait till this. I can't wait to, vacation's coming up. I can't wait till we go to, LA to do this. I can't wait. That anticipation. And the beauty of anticipation is it will spark a joy irregardless of the current situation. Mentally, you can look forward to something and it makes whatever you're doing in the moment not so bad. Anticipation is a forward look that makes right now better. And so, like, I remember, when I was a kid, we would always go to Six Flags. I'm from Chicago, and about an hour outside of Chicago is a Six Flags amusement park. And then once a year, my mom took us to Six Flags, and it was the highlight of my year. And one year I had a broken foot, and I had this cast because I played football. And I was like, we were coming up the weeks ahead of Six Flags, and it was like, oh my God, Six Flags, I can't wait till we go to Six Flags. I'm going to do this. I'm going to ride this ride. Oh, I'm going to get a funnel cake sundaes because I love funnel cakes, and that's the only time of year I was able to get a funnel cake. I just can't wait. Oh, and they got this new thing that they just started doing this year. I can't wait to try this new exhibit. And I had a broken foot, and it made me forget about the fact that I had a broken foot. The power of anticipation will override your current situation. The fact that you can mentally take yourself and project what you're going to do in the future will override your current pain. Anticipation is one of the strongest elements or strongest ways to spark your own internal joy. So what I'm about to show you is how to use your calendar to spark your joy through the art of anticipation. So let me just show you an example of what the last video we talked about. I showed you step by step how I plan my day. And this is an example of my day. And this is what would be a typical work day, and looking at this calendar. So let's just finish with my Zero Calendar here. Looking at this right now, I have everything all planned out. I'm all ready and juiced up, and I'm going to go out and start the day. But gosh, this is heavy. This is a heavy day. Like, I gotta go out. I gotta find some motivation to call 10 leads that I know they're gonna reject me and hang up on my face. But I gotta do it. Then I'm gonna send out this email campaign. So I gotta sit and write and try to come up with a thoughtful message to write, which is a pain. Then I gotta go drive to this client and sit and try to smile in front of them and do a song and dance for this client. And I really don't even like them. Then I'm gonna go and sitting for 2 hours, work on this presentation that I just want to bulge my eyes out doing this presentation. And then I gotta sit in front of an Excel spreadsheet and do invoices. I have all this scheduled on here, but there is nothing on this calendar that I'm looking forward to. And so I'm just gonna grit my teeth and bear it. And that's no way to go through the day. Because even though I have it all on here, I'm gonna carry negative energy with me all day long. And I'm gonna go sit in front of this client and he's gonna see the negative energy on me. I'm gonna sit and do my presentation and the negative energy and my thoughts are gonna protrude through the presentation. Like everything I do this day, I'm not gonna do it with joy. And it's gonna show to everything and everyone around me. And that is not productivity. So instead of just leaving my calendar stopped right there, here's what I do to take my calendar to the next level. Is I schedule the things that I'm looking forward to. Yesterday I called it schedule your downtime. I want to replace that. It's not schedule your downtime. It's schedule your joy. So in this particular example, after work, I decided that I want to take my son to the park. And then I'm going to cook dinner for my wife. And oh boy, right now we're in the middle of watching The Queen's Gambit on Netflix, and it's the final episode. We're down to the final episode. And so after dinner, we're going to watch The Queen's Gambit. And so as I'm doing my zero calendar, I actually blocked out those times, or I scheduled it on my calendar of those things. Now, here's the beauty of that. Even though in my head, I know that we're going to do those things later. In my head, I know I want to take Jet to the park. In my head, I know I'm going to cook dinner for her tonight and we're going to watch. In my head, I know those things. Here's the power of me putting it on my calendar. That now, as I go through my day, I see it. On my calendar, I see it. I see what I'm looking forward to. I create my anticipation for something that I'm looking forward to. So then now in the moment, I'm in the middle of making my cold calls and I'm getting hung up on people. But then I glance at my calendar and I see, oh boy, I'm taking Jet to the park later. In my mind, I start kind of visually going there. Where am I going to take him? Where am I going to take him? Right? Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to take him to the beach. They got this new park right next to the beach. I'm going to take him to the beach later. Boom. All right. Let me make these calls. Because it gets me one step closer to taking Jet to the beach. Right? In the moment, I feel better, more enthusiastic, more joyful because I'm anticipating what's happening next. I'm anticipating what's happening later. Gosh, what am I cooking for dinner tonight? Oh, yes. Oh, I'm gonna make steak and broccoli. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, let me make this email campaign because later, I can't wait till later where I get to cook dinner. Gosh, I gotta do this presentation. I really don't want to do this presentation. Then I glance at my calendar and boy, the last episode of Queen's Gambit is later. That's what I'm doing later. We're gonna watch Queen's Gambit. Oh gosh, it was so good. The last episode was so good. Let me make this presentation because I can't wait to what's happening later. The power about actually putting your joy on your calendar is that you get to see it all day long. And when you see it, it brings you some excitement in the moment and it creates that anticipation that brings you positive energy and it makes what you're doing in that moment more joyful. Even though I'm not watching Queen's Gambit now, the fact that I see it and I start anticipating, I start feeling the emotion of the joy right now. Even while I'm doing my cold calls, even while I'm sending out an email presentation, even while I'm finalizing this thing, even while I'm doing this thing that I don't like doing right now, the fact that I'm anticipating something later helps me bring joy in this current activity. When you schedule your joy, it makes everything you do all day long more exciting, you're more enthusiastic, you're more joyful, you're bringing more positive energy, and not only will you feel it, everyone around you will feel it. Don't just use your calendar for work. Schedule your joy, and it'll make everything you do all day long better. So today, here is your challenge. I want you to schedule your joy. What are you going to do later? Not, it doesn't have to be these big things that, we're going to go to ride go-karts or we're going to go to an amusement park. It could be whatever you're going to do later. Whatever you're going to do later, what are you going to do? Put it on your calendar. Even if it's just relax. Maybe you don't have any big plans for tonight. Maybe it's, after work, I'm just going to go home and I'm just going to relax. Put a big block on your calendar that says relax. And the fact that when you look at your calendar all day and then you see that word relax, at the end of the day, you're going, oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait till tonight. What am I going to do? How am I going to relax tonight? You know what? I'm just going to sit and watch some MSNBC. You know what? That's good. That's what I do for relax. You know what? Yeah. And it kind of, all day long, you got that block on your calendar that gives you a little mental escape. And it makes the current task not as monotonous and not as robotic. So don't just use your calendar for work. schedule your joy and see if that doesn't actually bring you a little bit more enthusiasm and good energy all day long. All right, heroes, now's your turn. Pull out your calendar and schedule your joy for tonight. See you guys.